Hello everybody, welcome to Indigo Tarot Odyssey and what you're meant to hear. Hooray! We have the Swan Transformation, Trusting the Psychic Gifts, and also that's a number 12. The Merlin, Alchemy, Justice, and Balance. We have a number 1. And then the Raven, Magic, Coincidence, Synchronistic Events, and a number 10. Wow, what a lovely flow of numbers and messages. I especially love the birds on either side, tapping into psychic gifts and psychic events. Really wonderful energy here, and especially with Merlin right in the middle, knowing that, we're the alchemizers, we're the people that bring things and make them materialize by simply having clarity on what we want and releasing it to the universe. I definitely believe that's all we really need to do, is hone in on the things that, what we either require at the moment. For me, as soon as I wake up, it's kind of just grounding and mental balance. Like, I like to go very slowly and smoothly and look out the window. Usually there's a turkey or a deer or a unicorn or a pterodactyl. There's always some creature in my backyard. This morning it was a groundhog and the turkey was there, and it was so sweet. And it's one of those things where lately I have been trusting psychic gifts. I tell you what, whenever I'm compelled to look at my phone, I'm not kidding you, there's always a 111, there's a 333, there's a 555, and like I'm not a phone watcher. I don't just pick it up and look at the time, because I don't really care what time it is, because I don't set a lot of appointments. But it is a time for your beautiful transformation, and that is going from a place maybe of anxiety or uncertainty and fear of uncertainty into, wow, what's around the corner, with curiosity, with, joyful anticipation instead of the opposite. I know a lot of people sometimes get this for, it can be anything. It can be going to big groupings of people, whether it's business meetings, a wedding, a family reunion, whatever it is. Instead, employ that energy in a good way of like curiosity. Oh, I wonder what the people will be like. I wonder what the venue will look like. I wonder what the food will be like. Just being excited about that. And apply some of your psychic gifts. Try to guess what people will be wearing. Try to guess what people might say. Guess, what food might be served. Whatever it is, it's like, I feel like the more we exercise this, the more we sort of hone our craft with that. Now, I love the Alchemy, Justice, and Balance in this Merlin card, because I believe when our life is in balance, that's where our chi is flowing, mind, body, spirit, we are content with what we have. We are content with what's around us. We feel the abundance. Roof over the head, check, good deal. Open the refrigerator, food, a little bit of water, check, good to go. That is actually a lot more than a lot of people have at this present time in different countries. So sometimes I forget to just be excited about what's around us. I was listening to Heather McDonald yesterday talking about how this fellow from Canada was like, you have palm trees where you live? Like, what's that like? And she was like, I forgot, to appreciate that we do have this beautiful weather and these palm trees and this kind of like gorgeous beach scenery where I live. Sometimes we take things for granted. That's why I like to drive home in alternate routes. I like to try different stores and go to different places. That variety is the spice of life. And that's like, then we recognize there is a bigger, broader picture of things for us to have gratitude for and appreciate. People in our lives, people that are there, that truly listen, that truly care about us. That's amazing, because it's funny how we can make assumptions, right? Like, oh, I won't be missed if I don't go here, or this won't be any big deal. But it's one of those things of inclusivity, like, oh, people will be happy that I'm around. People will be happy to connect with me. All of that kind of energy, where a lot of times people think the opposite. They think they're a burden somehow, and it's simply not true, because it is an honor for people to reach out and talk to one another and to think of you. Just think of that. Everything's cyclical, sending that energy out, care and love and support, and it comes back to you. That's the alchemy of justice and balance and good karma. And you have been putting good karma out there, so you are due these wonderful residuals. It's almost like a stream of revenue coming towards you in terms of good deeds and availability of others and cheerfulness and goodwill. I totally love it. Now, the Raven is magic, coincidence, and synchronistic events. A lot of that's going to be taking place. Start to look at those license plates. I am legit freaked out every time I see license plates, because it's always something that has meaning. If I'm really guided to look at one, I will see something. Funnily enough, I get a lot of Texas license plates. Like when I look up, and I live in Connecticut, so I'm like, wow. And I do have this affinity with Texas. I've never met a person from Texas I didn't think was like utterly fabulous, number one. It's also like on my bucket list to just hang out there. You know what I mean? I love the culture and I think it's so amazing. Again, with the numerics, all the time seeing, 111 and seeing a bunch of 3s and 5s and all of these things that just, have that beautiful synchronistic cue and reminder to the universe. And I feel like when we're looking for these powerful things out there, they're attention grabbing. All of a sudden things are more dramatic and strong and actionable when we plug into that, going, oh, if I can recognize this, I can recognize my strengths. I can recognize what I'm meant to do, my true path, with bright, energetic, joyful, warm optimism, and go for it. See the world, as through that warm lens of wealth and prosperity and luxury, and also just the natural, organic, earthy measures too. Like, I just love to walk barefoot in my backyard and just sit and listen to the birds. I feel full and joyous. That's a 10 of cups moment for me. That's just like, life is good and it doesn't get any better. And I feel right now there's going to be some beautiful, intuitive, sensitive, imaginative energy that is just awash over us, so we can plug in and get the things that we need to feel stable and secure. It's basically that mindset, it's like you have this big kind of mental broom and you're sweeping away doubts and fears and insecurities. Now you've created healthy room for optimism and passion and romance and playfulness and security and patience, and that's what we could all use some more. So you guys, that is what you're meant to hear today. Love and light.